FC Tulsa clinched a playoff spot, then last week the home playoff spot, and now with a win tonight could go a very long way towards securing top spot. They're up against a fourth place San Antonio side themselves, trying to secure home advantage in the playoffs. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field. Dave Saunders joined by Anna Bergel. Anna, first v fourth, a lot at stake. Beautiful evening. This is why you play the game and why we watch the game, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better evening. A lot at stake, as you mentioned, for both of these teams. But this is the point in the season where you want to peak at the right time. A lot of teams can really find that momentum and edge their way into the playoffs. You never know what might happen, so it'll be exciting to see.
Now, peaking at the right time, FC Tulsa's Jamie Webber, and he got the goal of the week. How about this free kick from last week?
I mean, really couldn't have hit this any better. And in talking earlier this week to head coach Luke Spencer, he said he's seen this type of play and just magic from Jamie Webber throughout the season, but he's really peaking at the right time and a huge impact player for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, it was a good win at One Oak Field for FC Tulsa last week. Now let's have a look at the table, the standings, because there's lots to sort out. Remember, the top 8, Anna, as we know, go into those playoffs.
And the Western Conference, there's still a lot of room left to shuffle. As you see, top 8, so Colorado Springs currently on the inside, Orange County SC on the outside looking in, but Dave, not a lot of points separating kind of the middle of the pack there, so still some room left for movement.
It seems like it's going to go right down to the last game here at One Oak Field. We're looking forward to calling the first half after the break of this one between FC Tulsa and San Antonio FC. We'll also have your lineups back after the break.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Dear future Charlie, Mom said life is full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might change
For the better.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Visit Tulsa. Visit Tulsa is your place to go for all things to do. Events, restaurants and places to stay in Tulsa. Explore the city more at visittulsa.com. By Ascension St. John, who is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma center, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. No matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford, who is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 15 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Good evening, everybody. Dave Saunders, Anna Bergel with you on this exciting night where FC Tulsa start the night top of the league. In comes Elliot Goldthorpe, and a word for Ian Carlos, who comes into the back, Anna.
Yeah, Derek in goal, and then Weber, obviously the brace last game out, so a solid lineup. Luke Spencer feeling confident about his 11.
What about the opposition? San Antonio, 4th place they were at the beginning of the night. How about that number 10, Jorge Hernandez?
I mean, what a September he had. Player of the month recognized around the league. Sanchez in goal, but Dave, San Antonio FC, as you mentioned, still a lot to play for here as they're still looking to clinch a home playoff spot here.
Let's have a look at the injury report. And a few out there you can see. Creek, Serrato, Rogers and Pierre for FC Tulsa. Alex Cronale, experienced man, out, as is Paredes as well. So that injury report sponsored by OSU Medicine. We are just about ready, and FC Tulsa are back here again 7 days after that 3-0 victory against Lexington, where they secured a home playoff spot. And there is the man in form. Jamie Weber scored a brace, gets us underway. The fireworks go off, and Lamar Batista will play the ball forward, looking for Calera, bounces into the box, cleared away, and FC Tulsa immediately have a throw-in. They're up against San Antonio, playing all in white tonight. FC Tulsa in all black shirts, shorts and socks with those gold numbers. Travian Souza, as we have a quick look at the keys to the match in just a moment. Manage physicality, play with freedom, and manage the counter-attack. Here's the ball launched into the box, and there's a very good catch by Richard Sanchez, wearing all yellow tonight. Travian Souza has a long throw, Anna Bergel.
And that just brings, you know, a different type of threat when teams are able to do that. Obviously, off of the corner kick can be very, very dangerous, but when you have the ability to throw the ball in with pace, it can add just another level of threat going forward.
We are going to keep an eye on the Hartford-Sacramento score. Lucas Storfer. Played for by Coley. Here's Goldthorpe, across goal! And it was cleared away really well, and FC Tulsa will have their first corner, but Elliot Goldthorpe wasn't able to play in last week's game as he's on loan from Lexington. Great start from the Englishman as we look at Luke Spencer, who's done a fantastic job and always a pleasure to talk to, Anna.
Absolutely, and he mentioned, you know, one of the great things about this season, obviously first-time head coach, but the success clearly, but the players that he's surrounded by, the staff, he said it's just been really enjoyable. He likes going into work, working with those players day in and day out, and feels really confident and proud of them up to this point. Short, Katrina Freshmack's corner into the box. Keeper punches away. FC Tulsa with Batista still have the ball. Good skill from the big centre-back who passed 10,000 USL Championship minutes. Here's Harkinson now for San Antonio. And the referee said it was slightly late from who else at the moment? Jamie Weber, who gets a Lacoste Law yellow card for that one. The referee tonight, by the way, is JC Griggs, assisted by Kevin Hewitt and AJ Franklin. The fourth is Josh L. Yellow card for you, Anna? You know, I think it's thoughtful of Grave to step in front there of Weber and is forcing contact. So it's unfortunate. I think if there's any contact, if Grave goes down, the referee might give that call. And we've seen it given, obviously stopping a promising attack, resulting in that yellow card. But this is dangerous, and now Jamie Weber having to play the remainder of the game on a yellow, so we'll have to be mindful of that when he's going into tackles as they try to get organized here to defend this free kick properly.
Yeah, it's only his second yellow card of the season. Jamie Weber. Hernandez. Jorge Hernandez over the ball. We have the draft excluder behind the wall. Here's Hernandez chipping it to the far post. There's a header and a save from Derek. A double save from Derek. It was the former FC Tulsa man Alexis Soahi who had the header. And that man in frame there, keeps it at 0-0. We've got the throw-in coming up. We'll show you the replay as soon as we can, but San Antonio just about to launch this ball into the box. Out comes Derek again, doesn't get hold of it, and in the end it's booted away by Souza. Here's the double save, Anna Bogle.
I mean, in these moments, you look for your goalkeeper to make these big plays. Dangerous ball in, wide open on the backside. Defensive kind of breakdown from a marking perspective, but Derek able to get down quickly. The double save, what an unbelievable play.
Corner then. The Katrina Freshmax corner for San Antonio, who are looking for that top 4 spot to secure a home playoff game. They haven't clinched. Referee's going to just stop play for a minute because there's rugby tackling going on in the area. Calera, who's the top goal scorer for FC Tulsa, having to do some defending. Harkinson's in there as well, the number 7. Always a lot of jostling for position as we await Jorge Hernandez's corner. The in-swinger with the left foot holds the right arm aloft. Here he is towards the penalty spot. There's a header, there was a push, and it will be a free kick for FC Tulsa. Osorio was the man who committed the foul. There's Tyler Derrick, comes in. This is his second full debut for FC Tulsa and earning his money already, Anna, early on in this game.
And really could have changed the dynamic of this game if he concedes early on. So really big moment, just continues to, you know, instill confidence in that defense for FC Tulsa after a couple of big plays.
Ball threaded through, back heel. Here's Goldthorpe, hits the defender, out comes the goalkeeper, Richard Sanchez, dives on the ball. Elliot Goldthorpe bringing things to life. He's replaced Alex DeLu. We understand that DeLu wasn't feeling so well this week. Goldthorpe comes in with Taylor Carrera up there. El Medcar as well, completing the front 3. That's a good ball over the top. Derek comes out again, sees the danger, clears it out, but FC Tulsa won't want to be caught with that long ball over the top like that too much. Anna, with Grave pretty pacey. There's Carlos Yamosa, the 56-year-old Colombian, playing career included DC United. He was assistant at several clubs, including Chivas, New York Cosmos, and now in December 2024, he took over at the helm for San Antonio, and he's done a good job, and he'll want to finish the job in the regular season. San Antonio, who started the night in 4th. FC Tulsa at number 1 spot. Sacramento, who are currently losing 2-1 at Hartford Athletic, in 2nd. New Mexico 3rd. No foul, says Mr. Griggs, the referee. Now, here's first touch of the football for El Medcar. Good ball here to Coley. Coley into the area. Calera! He hasn't scored for 4 games, but you can't keep FC Tulsa's top goal scorer down for long. He just needed one opportunity. Beautifully found by Goldthorpe. Into the area he goes. Puts it past Sanchez. It is FC Tulsa 1, San Antonio 0.
And just the build-up here from FC Tulsa, you see players crashing forward, the combination play initially, great piece of skill just to slot that ball into Carrera, and he does the rest. 13th goal on the season for him. He scored about half of them from the spot this season, but in the run of play, does a great job to finish early, clinical in front of goal.
Let's just have a look at this. This is a real goal scorer's goal, isn't it? I mean, this, you know, it's virtually his first touch of the football, this. And he finishes, even with a challenge on him. And he started the night, as you said, on 12. He's now on 13. Giordano Coley with the assist. Calera, who was joint 5th for the Golden Boot, wanting more tonight. 1-0 it is then to FC Tulsa. Well, it just shows how important Tyler Derrick's saves were, Anna, at 0-0. And then FC Tulsa go up the other end, and Calera breaks the deadlock.
Right, and San Antonio FC really started off strong, but now FC Tulsa with some momentum here.
Calera couldn't find his teammates, still loose, and just for a moment, San Antonio looking a little bit ragged at the back. Here's Boubacar Diallo, finds Storfer. Ian Carlos there, just giving the ball away. Storfer gets a couple of touches in, but San Antonio still with the ball. Then Ian Carlos makes up for his error, and Storfer switches the play to Coley. Coley doesn't quite get enough on that. Picked up again. Grave is tackled. And now Calera, who's on fire. El Medcar ahead of him. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Elliot Goldthorpe, great save from the goalkeeper, and then a great block, or Calera could have had a brace on the night. Well, no wonder Sanchez is saying to his defenders, you've got to concentrate and do better than this. Because FC Tulsa had the freedom there of One Oak Field, and Elliot Goldthorpe, you'll see him in lots of space here, Anna.
I think what's been key for FC Tulsa, they're driving with pace. Calera gets his head up properly. Goldthorpe, Sanchez with the initial save. San Antonio FC able to recover there with the block, but a bit disorganized at the moment. FC Tulsa almost taking advantage.
Trevion Souza's throw again. Not many who can throw it further than him. Bounces nicely for Sanchez. Well, I'm sure the Coach Chamosa will want more from his defence. Batista goes down. FC Tulsa player, and here's Coley. Good ball through. Just too much from Weber. It's an interesting lineup that FC Tulsa play. They play with that front three, and then Jamie Weber, Anna, just tucked in behind them. I mean, it's a very attacking lineup. And then you've got Boubacar Diallo and Coley doing the sort of blue-collar work in the midfield.
Right, but all of those players getting involved in the attack. I mean, Coley with the assist. When you have the pressure and just the numbers that they're bringing going forward, especially establishing yourself kind of early in this game with the goal. Now you see that extra bit of energy going forward, so you want to make that final run. You want to bring that extra man into the attack, and FC Tulsa, as soon as they get the ball, quickly driving, forcing San Antonio FC to make quick decisions defensively. But FC Tulsa has really opened up from an offensive perspective and had a great start.
Gera Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. Well, Sacramento Republic in second place were 2-0 down. They have just got a goal in the 50th minute to bring it back to 2-2. So that game far from over. FC Tulsa doing everything they need to do. A goal up. Taylor Carrera's 13th goal of the season, found beautifully by Coley. There's El Medcar into the box, and again the goalkeeper comes out. Richard Sanchez, the 31-year-old 6'4" man, ex-Memphis 901. Couldn't have stopped the goal. FC Tulsa's 45th team goal of the season in the USL Championship. It's a foul there, easy one to give. Omar Batista will leave that for Derrick. There's Harkinson, 4 goals this year, 3 seasons with Nashville SC, 2nd season with San Antonio, had a couple of goals last year. As you can see from Harkinson, a warm night, but a very pleasant night here at One Oak Field, where FC Tulsa will be playing, we think, on November the 1st, their historic first playoff game at home in their history. Now just watch the throw here from Travion Souza. He's a long way out, and this will easily reach the goalkeeper. It just needs a flick on in front of the goalkeeper. There it is, into the box, volleyed away, headed away. Medgar heads it on. Storfer back. Storfer will win it again. Nutmegs Hernandez. Here's Diallo. Boubacar Diallo, we say it often, is one of those blue-collar workers, and Luke Spencer had great things to say for Diallo as the ball comes into the box, headed away and headed back to the goalkeeper. Luke Spencer saying, you know, almost unbelievable energy from Boubacar Diallo. He covers every blade of grass. Often you don't see what he does. You know, just a great player to have in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I think he mentioned too, you know, he'll just tirelessly go in on those tackles, time in, time out, never complain, just kind of doing, as you mentioned, just that grunt work that needs to happen from a defensive mid. But as we've seen so far this evening, has the ability to keep possession tightly. As you get a look here at head coach Luke Spencer, who's really kept the standard high for FC Tulsa this season after coming in his first year as head coach, and a record-breaking season so far for the franchise, but by his own standards, not done yet.
Still on the attack they go. There's Coley in there. Goldthorpe trying to slot it through. Yeah, FC Tulsa, the first time in their history that they've reached 50 points. They're under pressure here as the ball's scooped into the area, but there's Tyler Derrick just to pluck that one out of the evening sky. Thought about going to Travion Souza, and you know, it's the likes of this man in frame now, and Souza and Ian Carlos. Caleb Sewell and Luke Spencer have done a fantastic job together at bringing in players at the right time to strengthen the team.
Right, and throughout the season, the message and mentality from Luke Spencer really has been, it's not about the starting 11. It's about the collective team as a whole, and we've seen that throughout the season. He's shuffled personnel around. Whoever's playing well that week gets the start. So there have been obviously some consistencies that have kept them successful throughout the season, but it's been really neat to see. I mean, he's been very intentional about who comes off the bench, the subs that he makes late in games. It has worked in those moments, and so that's something, to your point, bringing in these players late, trying to make sure they fit not only the style of play from a tactical perspective, but also the character, he said, was really important in making sure they all really buy in, and you've seen that. It's been very fluid throughout the season, just with the team mentality of this group.
Ian Carlos with the challenge there. Lucas Storfer will play a long raking ball looking for El Medgar. Sawahi was there with the header. San Antonio break with a long ball over the top. Storfer's there to head it behind. Does Tyler Derrick just about keep it from going for a corner? I think he does. Just shows every little thing counts. That's a throw-in instead of a corner. Jorge Hernandez into the box, and there's a header over the top. They get it forward quickly. Harkinson there with the last effort. Well, the USL on the CBS Sports Network closes out October with a Championship Western Conference showdown. Playoff-bound New Mexico United take on Oakland Roots SC. That's Sunday, October the 19th at 5 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Thanks for your company here. My 41 locally in Tulsa, and also on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders, joined as always by former professional Anna Bergel, as Tyler Derrick takes the goal kick. They want a handball, and they've got a handball. The FC Tulsa. Goal timed at 8 minutes by Taylor Carrera, goes to 13. I can also tell you that it's still 2-2 between Hartford and Sacramento. Lexington have a goal back against El Paso, who ran into a 2-0 lead. That's FC Tulsa's next opponent down in El Paso next Saturday. Lexington 1, El Paso 2, 62 minutes gone there. Interesting looking at the run-ins for both of these teams. FC Tulsa will have that away game, Anna, in El Paso, before bringing down the regular season curtain with the visit of Colorado Springs Switchbacks, a team who's beaten FC Tulsa in Colorado by 2-0. But then you look at San Antonio's run, and it's very interesting that they have, after this game, they have to go to Orange County, they have to go to Phoenix Rising. Both of those teams still fighting for playoff spots. Phoenix beating North Carolina last night by 1-0. And how about that last game as they go forward, but it's going to run away for a goal kick. The only home game left for San Antonio, El Paso. Tell us about that derby.
I mean, any rivalry like that brings its own intensities, but the Derby Tejas is one that they take very seriously. And with the way the standings are, I mean, it could mean a home playoff game for either team. So really coming down to the wire, as we alluded to in the open, for a lot of these teams, every point so crucial, every save, every goal. So at this point, it will be really fun to watch and see just how the standings evolve over these last few weeks.
And currently their great rivals El Paso are keeping them out of fourth place. San Antonio currently in the live table are fifth, but a long way to go, and they'll want to get something from this game with FC Tulsa tonight. They trail by 1-0 as Diallo's just overdone that one. Colorado Springs Switchbacks are also a goal down in their quest to get that 8th place spot. Orange County on 31 in 9th. Lots of position changing, as we know, in these last few games. Here's Ian Carlos, the latest signing, was playing in Serie C in Brazil and was spotted as someone that can come in with experience and play in that centre-back role, and with the injury to Delence Pierre as well and A.B. Sissoko, perfect timing. And Diallo with a trip there. It's going to be a free kick to San Antonio, the captain being spoken to there. Well, from the ER to orthopedics to brain surgery, Ascension St John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St John. 1-0 to the league leaders. Sliding challenge coming in there. Referee reaching for the pocket. It's a yellow card for Osorio, who went in a little bit studs up there on Boubacar Diallo. Diallo is okay. JC Griggs, the referee, was right there. Let's have a look at this one, Alan.
Yeah, you know the intensity comes with this game, but this is a tough challenge. You see with both kind of feet sliding in there, cleats up. I think referees right on top of it to give the yellow card. That could be, it's pretty reckless in the center of the field from Osorio. FC Tulsa with a free kick opportunity here to dump this one in the box.
Here's Coley. Moves toward the left-hand side. Batista's there, and that's a challenge in the back from Batista. And I think the San Antonio players are looking to the referee to show a card. I don't like it when teams surround a referee like that, but it was certainly a strong challenge from Batista, who does not get the yellow card. Casey Griggs is a good referee, experienced referee. First time that he's refereed FC Tulsa this season. Long ball. Storfer away. That hit Coley in the face. As Boubacar Diallo smashing the ball. Never nice to get one in the face like that one. And Coley will need some attention. Well, it was 0-0 for 8 minutes. Taylor Carrera slotting home his first goal. There's Destiny La Laguna doing her stuff to help the players. Checking for concussion, of course, when the ball smacks into the head. It's a pat on the back from Diallo, who inadvertently volleyed the ball. You can see the concussion protocols. Let's have a look back. When it was 0-0, Anna, Tyler Derrick had to make a fine double save.
I think this is just an example of how quickly things can change here. Great opportunity from San Antonio FC. The double save had to be made early in this game. I mean, key defensive moment. And then the build-up here, Elmedkar, Coley, Carrera just sliding in between two defenders and a clean finish. And just like that, the momentum shifted immensely. And a great team goal here from FC Tulsa gives us our current score of 1-0. But again, in this game, and especially in moments when you're searching for playoff spots, trying to secure home, all of the things, those moments become really, really big moments in the end results.
Abdi Salim with the challenge there. He was wearing the number 2 shirt on Calera, but Calera was just too strong. What a great signing Taylor Carrera's been. You know, they signed him, and I remember talking to Caleb Saul, the sporting director, and he said, we are so excited to have this guy. They saw something in him, and I think he's developed as a player under the coaching staff led by Luke Spencer this season.
Absolutely. He's delivered from just a points and goals perspective, but even during that time, Dave, where he wasn't scoring goals these last 4 games, he was still making the runs. He was still movement off the ball and helping to open up those channels and create spaces. So he didn't get his head down, continued to be a team player throughout this season. And those are the types of guys they wanted to bring in. And he's been a great addition to this FC Tulsa squad.
Yeah, and it didn't faze him, did it? Well, like I said in commentary, he hadn't scored for 4 games, but he just carried on. He kept, and like he is now, getting stuck in, working for the team. And if he wasn't scoring, Jamie Webber was stepping up, and others were stepping up. It's all getting a little bit feisty in there. Webber's been booked, of course, in this game, so wisely the captain, Boubacar Diallo, getting him to move away. Harkinson and Coley have a little embrace. Webber has to be careful. Well, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. 1-0, as you can see, to FC Tulsa, who cannot clinch mathematically top spot tonight, but as I said in the open, a win would go a long way. It is still Hartford 2, Sacramento Republic 2, with around about 20 minutes left in that one. Here's the free kick then. This is Neville, goes short. Ball's going to finish up on the far side. Boubacar Diallo will tidy up and clear. How about that from Diallo? Now there's a sprint from Elliot Goldthorpe. Neville's back there to touch it back to Sanchez. He gives it right back to Neville. pressure being applied from FC Tulsa's high press, and in the end it forces the mistake. And that's what FC Tulsa have done pretty consistently all season.
Luke Spencer really pleased with that last sequence, and it's a good example too of just this FC Tulsa team. You see Elliot Goldthorpe streak forward quickly, and there's not a gap behind him. They're all moving as a unit, they're all pressing as a unit, and when that happens, they might not get, you know, that initial interception or the ball on the end of it as they'd hope, but it leads to errors like this, teams playing the ball out where they can reset and advance forward, and that's something they've been really dangerous on all season. Lucas Storfer waits to launch this throw into the box again. JC Griggs having to have a little chat there with Ian Carlos. Here's Storfer, then comes up to the white line, launches it into the box, strong header away. Storfer will get another go from around about 5 yards further down the field. This time he goes to Boubacar Diallo, who will play a line drive into the box. It's loose and Calera gets onto it first. El Medkar back to Coley. Coley to the far post, and there was nobody there, and it will go away for a goal kick. Well, you can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Charleston Battery take on Birmingham Legion FC on Saturday, October the 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern on 2DN. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Good ball down the line. Throw in now. Hernandez looking for Grieve. Grieve gets a touch in there. There was no foul. Lucas Storfer, again, is one of those unsung heroes, and last week we spoke on the programme to Luke Spencer. Obviously Jamie Webber came out with the plaudits for his brace and 2 very fine goals that we showed at the top of the programme, but I agreed with Luke Spencer that Lucas Storfer, who's playing at right back tonight, he played left back last week, did not put a foot wrong the whole game. And yet, you know, Luke Spencer said he could understand why the man of the match award goes to a guy that scores a brace, but he said it should have gone to Lucas Storfer, and I agree wholeheartedly with him. And there have been a few conversations with him. We had the privilege of talking to him ahead of the game this week, and there are multiple players that he mentioned that deserve that recognition, where week in, week out, it may not always, you know, come via goals or assists and things of that nature, but he feels like collectively this group, he really speaks very highly of a lot of these individuals in their respectable positions. Stauffer being one of them, very just consistent. That's really helped FC Tulsa get to this point in the season. And he was also saying, and it wasn't just about their footballing ability. Obviously he wants the best players in the league, and they are top of the league, and the league table doesn't lie, but he also said it's the kind of person they want to bring in as well, and they do a lot in a community, and there's been very, very good team spirit here that you and I have witnessed a little bit this season, and you know, they really do bring the right players in as a man, don't they, to really help the club move along. And breeding that competitive nature too. I mean, week in, week out, forcing players to really fight for that spot, and if they don't get it, they're not putting their heads down, they're continuing to raise their level, which raises everyone else, and it's amazing he's been able to breed that culture. Good play. Arkansas twisting and turning towards goal. Derek goes down. Arkansas's having a good game, and Tyler Derrick makes another save. Good play from San Antonio. Derrick with the key save there, but you're right, San Antonio FC, since going down the goal, they've had to absorb some pressure from FC Tulsa in this first half, but have been able to put together a few good attacks going forward. But Derrick has been consistent. He's made the routine saves, made the big time saves, and has been on his game so far in this first half. Linares, good play from Linares.
will shoot from a long way out. Oh, he hits the bar. Really unlucky. Great skill. My goodness me. And there was an offside anyway.
We'll get another look here at the replay, but just driving centrally. Before that, a piece of creativity and then an electric strike here. Hits the post. And Derek bailed out by the crossbar.
Outstanding effort. Lucas Storfer there in having a chat. Now there's Tyler Derrick's clearance. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Sanchez. Reverse ball is a good one. Now Storfer. Down goes Linares. Throw into FC Tulsa. Storfer with the throwing. Clever header from Calera. Wonderful strike from Jorge Hernandez to hit the bar. He wants a free kick. He's not going to get it. Jamie Webber will go long here. Over the top. Calera's in some space. Sawahi comes across. Early ball into the box, and the goalkeeper read it really well with the other central defender, Abdi Salim, there for cover. Good goalkeeping from Richard Sanchez.
I like the early ball decision from Carrera, but Sanchez, you're right, timed that really well, had to come out and make that strong decision. And it was the right one as he helps build out of the back here for San Antonio FC.
Salim into the midfield. Good run from Parkinson, switches the play. Linares keeps his feet. Referee did say that there was a clip. This will be a free kick. And that was some strike of the ball from Jorge Hernandez. 11 goals, top goal scorer, player of the month for September. Boubacar Diallo. What about this for a strike, Anna?
I mean, in September, he had 3 goals, 2 assists. And here we'll get a quick look at that last clip, resulting in the free kick upcoming here for San Antonio FC.
But just prior to that, Jorge Hernandez with an outstanding strike, ran about 25 yards out. Tyler Derrick was beaten, but the crossbar saved FC Tulsa. Draft excluder behind the wall. Jorge Hernandez is there again. Everybody back for FC Tulsa. Jimmy Bejandra might fancy it, but it goes to Hernandez, clips it back into the box, headed away by Travian Souza, and the wall did its job. And it remains 1-0 to FC Tulsa.
San Antonio FC needing to take advantage of those moments, get that up over the wall, but it pops out here for another throw-in. So FC Tulsa trying to stay organized defensively.
Now there's a push and there's a defensive free kick. As we tell you that tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. Tyler Derrick, who's made several good saves to keep this game at 1-0. Players push up towards the halfway line. 39th minute here at One Oak Field. Ball back with the goalkeeper Richard Sanchez. Under pressure from Goldthorpe. Boubacar Diallo, but there was a foul off the ball. Trevion Souza with the foul. Back underway. Sawahi forward. Neville up from right back. Good ball from Neville into the box. And now FC Tulsa clear in the end. Grave almost on the end of that beautiful ball in from Neville. Taylor Carrera has committed the foul. Salim was the player fouled.
Dave, that ball from Neville was near perfect. And that's just what they want to see here with some space on the left side.
Jorge Hernandez twisting and turning, playing a beautiful ball into the box. And there was a push in the back from Harkinson. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Yeah, that was what you called a perfect ball, wasn't it, from the right back? He was up from the back, he curled it in behind the defence, and it was not far away from Grave. Tyler Derrick then, the crowd noisy. They want FC Tulsa. They wanted FC Tulsa to get their 9th home win of the season. But this is a good spell from San Antonio. Grave gets tripped, plays on. Good advantage played by the referee. FC Tulsa sitting in the low block here. San Antonio probing. Sorio out wide to Adranda. Sorio again, who's seen a yellow card for his troubles now, to Alexis Sawahi, the Frenchman. Neville, good possession. Ian Carlos in there for FC Tulsa. Now Diallo gets it forward quickly. Sawahi chest down. Still they come to San Antonio. A challenge in the end from Boubacar Diallo. 4 minutes to go to half time. And there is Harvey Neville on loan from Phoenix. And a good game. Another good ball into the box. Easy for Goldthorpe to head it away. Now a shot. Derek palms away again. A really good shot. I think it might have been Sawahi there with the shot. Now there's a foul. FC Tulsa have a free kick. I'm pretty sure that was Alexis Sawahi, I think, up from the back. Let's have a look if it was him and how well he struck it.
I mean, just creates that space in front of him, running onto it, the power he's able to generate. Tyler Derrick did enough to punch that one away.
Oh, there's an injury here. I think it's Juan Osorio. There's the midfield inquest for FC Tulsa with 3 minutes to go to half time. Coley's in there, very animated. Might have been Soto who had the shot. It's plenty of players getting drinks here, and then Tyler Derrick makes another outstanding save. Anna, he's in good form tonight.
Especially, I mean, being brought in September, late in this season for FC Tulsa to step in with the confidence that he has. And then on the other end, Dave, for San Antonio FC, coming into this game, Jorge Hernandez, September Player of the Month, 3 goals, 2 assists, 16 chances created. He's had a couple really good opportunities tonight as well, but he's at the top of his game and hoping to continue on into October to help his team secure a home playoff spot.
Yeah, very, very good player. Wears 10, playing in the number 10 position. He's had a good game tonight, and but for the bar, he would have added to his 11-goal tally. Now, Coley will take, actually, who's just left this one. Coley will trot forward, and it's taken by Ian Carlos. It shows a 1-2. Now the Brazilian to the Australian, Coley. Lamar Batista, who went past 10,000 USL Championship minutes last week. Goldthorpe thought that Stauffer was behind him. Madranda playing at left back. Now, Goldthorpe's got the ball here. Good ball. Calera, good ball in space! Elmedcar, he's just put it over the top. He controlled the football really well, did Elmedcar. And he just got underneath it at the vital moment.
Started with the press from FC Tulsa again, and then Goldthorpe working that ball across the 18-yard box. We'll get another look here. Quickly moving that ball from right to left. Carrera all the way to Elmedcar, has to put that one on frame.
The Corslaw yellow card for Lamar Batista. The front three combining really well there. Goldthorpe picked up the ball, gave it to Calera. Calera telepathically finds Elmedcar, and then Elmedcar did actually control it well, scooped it over the bar. 4 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Now FC Tulsa with Elliot Goldthorpe again. On loan from Lexington Soccer Club. Infield to Calera. Webber can hit one, we know. Webber curls one, and the goalkeeper gets behind it. Jamie Webber, by his own standards, has had a fairly quiet half. Goldthorpe's gone down in some distress. And now there's a San Antonio player as well. And there's lots of inquests going on. They're going to the assistant referee, saying that something happened off the ball. And it's all got a little bit fractious there. Coley's in there. Lots to pick up here, but lots happening off the ball, and the referee is doing his best. Of course, he's got 2 assistants as well and a 4th official. JC Griggs says, I've got it, leave it to me. Grave it is who's down, and I don't know what we can pick up on our replays, and it was 2, certainly Elliot Goldthorpe's being treated to the right of the camera angle that you're seeing. Grave got what he thinks was a bang in the side of the head. The referee has got his book out again and may have already shown a yellow card. We'll try and get that confirmed as well. It's a competitive game, this game, isn't it?
It is. Elliot Goldthorpe had what appeared to be a non-contact injury after that last play getting taped up. Now Grave in the middle of the field on the other end of a potential tackle, but the referee, I think, utilizing both assistants, as you mentioned, maybe to talk through to see what happened there. Looks like it will result in a free kick for San Antonio FC right around midfield.
And now there's some more pushing and shoving, and Batista's trying to tell JC Griggs what happened. Alexis Sawahi's there as well. And both sets of players just need to calm down, and maybe the half-time break might come at just the right time. Free kick from the center circle for San Antonio, with the line right on the 18-yard line. Neville plays it back. Late on, the ball into the box, headed away by Ian Carlos. It's going to be a Le Corslaw corner. And there is going to be a substitution. Elliot Goldthorpe's hamstring we think has been pulled, and Alex DeLu will come on. And he will have to defend the Katrina Freshmack's corner here. Late on in Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Hernandez with the corner into the box. Tyler Derrick's there. And will take that one. Grave just bumping into the goalkeeper, and then Batista didn't like the challenge. Calmest man in the stadium is that man, Tyler Derrick. Says, let's just get on with it. Been there, seen it. Just have a replay here. I think he takes it well, and there might have been a slight bump here from Grave.
I mean, you can tell the experience that he brings. Very calm in that high-stress moment as Sanchez picks this one up on the other end.
Yeah, he kind of untidy clearance, went straight to Coley. He tried to bang it back towards goal. There is Grave. Now there's a foul. Quite a lot of fouls in this one. We'll have to get the foul count. 1-0 the score, 8 minutes. Up to 18 fouls in this game. Late on in Hartford, it's still 2-2 between Hartford and Sacramento. Strong challenge coming in there. Referee saying it was won fairly by Salim. Still Lexington 1, El Paso 2. Playing injury time there. We're playing Tulsa Tech stoppage time. And the referee says that will do it for the end of the first half. It's been quite feisty, Anna, but a quality goal from that man there separates the two sides.
We knew coming into this game it would be very competitive. Obviously, a lot at stake for both of these two teams. FC Tulsa trying to maintain their top spot in the Western Conference. San Antonio FC trying to clinch a home playoff with some of these games upcoming, starting with this one. So some work to do in the second half.
Don't go away. We've got lots to get through in the Williams halftime show. We'll be back after the break. It's FC Tulsa 1, San Antonio FC 0.
Mom and Dad can be a little competitive. They get all, yeah, buddy, and heck yeah. Lucky for them, Main Event has over 85 games and activities to play together, so they can get rematch after rematch after rematch. So do something awesome together.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
A 13th of the season for top goal scorer Taylor Carrera in the 8th minute separates the two sides. Back with more in the Williams halftime show right after this short break.
Leans back. Here's Wilson. He stays out and the Roots have a lead.
Whoa. Termites can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Week 32 is upon us in USL Championship play, and this week on USL All Access, we have Sean Tosh, defender from Louisville City. USL Championship's all-time leader in minutes, in appearances, most goals by a defender. That means it's title time, but don't take my word for it. Incredible interview with Sean Tosh and what looks to be the run-in for one of the greatest regular seasons we've ever seen in USL Championship history. We got recaps, we got previews, we got a lot going on this week.
Yeah, welcome back in as you take a look at the night sky here in downtown Tulsa. Walnut Field to be precise. Let's have a look at the standings because we showed you at the top of the program. It's all so important. You can see the top three there of clinched playoffs. San Antonio aren't there yet, but look below that red line as well. And a lot to talk about with the jostling for that top eight.
Absolutely. I mean, Orange County SC, as we mentioned, on the outside looking in, but still that fourth home spot for the playoff game up for grabs. We mentioned Derby Tejas between San Antonio FC, El Paso Locomotive FC later on might be a deciding factor of who gets to host at home, but still a lot of room left for jostling between the middle of the pack here in the Western Conference standings, and it will likely, as it always is, Dave, an exciting photo finish to see who's in the top eight.
Certainly is. Let's have a look at some results from around the leagues tonight, and look at that. Hartford Athletic and Sacramento have just had a player sent off. Hartford Athletic scoring that goal, Jimenez, in the 94th minute, which will really help FC Tulsa's cause because Sacramento are the only team that can catch them and take that first place spot. Also Lexington 1, El Paso Locomotive 2. They're still playing there. Charleston against the Switchbacks 1-0. 0-0 between New Mexico and Orange County. Actually, that one kicking off just about now, and I can tell you that is a final score now. Hartford Athletic have beaten Sacramento Republic by 3-2. Later on tonight, Las Vegas Lights against Oakland Roots, and Phoenix Rising won that game. Important win for them last night in North Carolina. They beat them by 2-0. As we move on now to the news and notes, and crowning the Cup champions, Hartford Athletic won 1-0 over Sacramento Republic FC in the USL Jägermeister Cup final to claim the first trophy in club history. And also, how about this? Welcoming 2 million fans. The USL Championship surpassed 2 million fans in attendance in the 2025 season. How about this, Anna? With 9,875 fans at Lou City this past Saturday. This league, people want to come and watch it.
Obviously, these games have been super exciting, just continues to grow, and I know we've enjoyed calling them throughout the season, but glad to see the rest of the country and world taking notice.
Tampa Bay Rowdies forward Ruben Pasillas earned his first call-up for the Haitian national team for the 2026 World Cup qualifying in October. Well done to Ruben, and he will, as I said, be playing for the Haitian national team. That's your news and notes. We'll take one break and we'll come back and we'll show you how it all unfolded in this first half. FC Tulsa are leading this one by 1-0.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford, and we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Visit Tulsa. Visit Tulsa is your go-to for all things to do. Events, restaurants, and places to stay in Tulsa. Explore the city. More at visittulsa.com. By Ascension St. John. Illness and injuries don't wait. Neither do we. Ascension St. John is here when you need us. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Well, Dave Saunders joined by Anna Bergel. And Anna, take us through these highlights. Fairly dramatic. We've seen a good goal and we've seen some saves like this.
I mean, this just shows you how quickly the game can change as well. Tyler Derrick having to come up big early on with the double save. He really brings just that presence and leadership. And then on the other end, Coley finding Taylor Carrera and able to slot that one home. Great build up here. Elmedkar, Coley in the middle, and then Carrera doing the rest. But a quality team goal, and FC Tulsa still maintaining that lead into halftime and will come out likely with a ton of energy trying to find that next goal.
Let's have a look at the stats of the first half. We know it was littered with fouls that are not on that caption, although there have been 4 yellow cards. But the shots count. It's an entertaining game, isn't it?
It is. I mean, both teams have had their moments. It's really been a pretty open match. Obviously, from a possession perspective, San Antonio FC edging out FC Tulsa, but FC Tulsa is comfortable with that. They, throughout the season, can go from back to front very quickly. Both keepers have had to make saves, and I'd imagine in this second half, San Antonio FC, we've talked about the implications around the playoffs, so they'll be looking for that equalizer quickly before FC Tulsa can find that next goal and extend, give themselves a bit of comfort heading into the second half.
Team of the week time, and we can see who got the honours. Well, you can see a couple of FC Tulsa players in there. Giordano Coley, who got a good goal. Rubens Passios, we talked about being called up for the Haitian team, and Jamie Webber for FC Tulsa. Amanda Sereno in there, as well as Colin Shuttler, who we've seen for Orange County here at One Oak Field. Well done to all of those players, and also to Gaston Modoni, the Miami FC coach, for getting Coach of the Week. Well, you're up to date with everything around the leagues, and as we said, great crowds combining to watch this wonderful championship. And here at One Oak Field, we're looking forward to another good second half here, where FC Tulsa are looking for their 9th home win of the season. They have gone down a couple of times to Oakland Roots and also to North Carolina way back, but they've had some impressive wins here, Anna, and I know they maybe aren't the standout wins, but you know, to beat Sacramento Republic 1-0 here, and also Tampa Bay Rowdies going back 1-0 early on, you know, they had to work hard, and they were gritty performances, weren't they?
They were, and I think throughout the season too, FC Tulsa fans really over the past few years have been very supportive, very loyal, and have shown up, and it's that extra 5% when you have those fans cheering you on. And so a lot of excitement as well this evening around the stadium. We mentioned, you know, the Visit Tulsa sponsorship, but then also some food trucks around and some contests at halftime. So really fun atmosphere for the fans here at FC Tulsa as they'll get to continue to cheer on their team in the second half.
I think we had a hot dog competition as well, making me feel very hungry. There they go. Are you a eating hot dog fan, Anna?
I'll just stay watching from up here, I think.
They were certainly piling down the hot dogs. They were also drinking the water in between. And don't ask me who won, but one of those people won, and they were being cheered on by the FC Tulsa fans because it was right by them, just to the left of our shot there. Both teams are out. Anna, obviously game very close, 1-0. More to come in the second half, you feel? I mean, San Antonio really had a good spell, didn't they, late on in that first half, and could easily have equalized.
Well, we talked about some of the impact saves that Derek has had, but also Hernandez on San Antonio FC hitting the crossbar, some really good delivery in off of the wings as well that has created some problems for FC Tulsa's defense. So that's something that they'll have to be mindful of. Obviously, in these games, the margin of error very, very thin. Have to be clinical in front of goal, have to be timely and mark your runners, tracking back. All of the things matter collectively in these games, especially at this point in the season. And San Antonio FC, looking back, thinking they could have had one in the first half. Luke Spencer, head coach for FC Tulsa, I think would likely be overall pleased with that first half performance. They had a strong start to the first half, kind of fell out. San Antonio FC had some more of that possession and had some strong chances going forward, but with where they sit now and the effort in that first half, we'll look to build on it here in the second.
FC Tulsa playing from right to left on your screens in their all black strips tonight, up against San Antonio all in white, playing from left to right. Thanks again for your company here on My 41 here in Tulsa, and also on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders, Anna Bergel with you. FC Tulsa, top of the league. And actually, we were just looking at the live table, and New Mexico have nipped into second place now with that defeat for Sacramento Republic late on there in Hartford. So it can all change very, very quickly. Here's Harvey Neville. running down the right-hand side. Plays a good ball into the box. He certainly has a great cross, doesn't he, Harvey Neville? Just the skill and the shape of the crosses they're just perfect for the strikers, aren't they?
And what's key when you have a wing back that can do that is the ball is curling away from the goalkeeper, so it allows those runners in. The goalkeeper has to make the decision to stay or go, and he's had a few throughout the evening that have made this FC Tulsa defense think a bit. This one resulting in a key corner kick opportunity upcoming here for San Antonio FC.
Jorge Hernandez holding the right arm aloft. This will be an in-swing with the left foot. San Antonio would dearly love a goal early on here. Ball loose in the area. Tony Carrera comes away. DeLu was in strongly, but there was good defensive play there from Linares. Neville's given it away to Coley. Lucas Storfer. No other substitutions for FC Tulsa, although they did have to make the enforced one in the first half. Elliot Goldthorpe going off. Now, referee's blown the whistle, and there'll be a lacrosse law yellow card for Salim, who I think might have played the ball with his hand on the ground. Shake of the head from Osorio. Let's just have a look at the replay and see what the referee saw here, Anna.
San Antonio FC didn't like the reaction there. I don't know if I saw contact with the hand. I was trying to turn quickly. That might have been the decision. I can understand the reaction from San Antonio FC after that call. Nonetheless, free kick given here for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, referee gets one look at it. Of course, we get a replay, and I think Salim can consider himself very unlucky there. Here's the free kick from Weber. Driven into the box to the far post, headed back across. El Medkar got a bang on the head, and there's also a player down. A San Antonio defender, and it's Salim who's just been booked. And he gets up, and the referee will bounce the ball. San Antonio started off this season with 4 straight wins. They won at home by a goal to nil and 2 goals to nil, and then went away from home and won by 2-1 and 3-2. Now, FC Tulsa, lovely ball into the box, chested down. El Medkar lays it off, and a shot from DeLu is easily saved in the end by Richard Sanchez.
Well worked from FC Tulsa. Carrera, a key person in that build-up, springing the ball out wide. Great ball back into the box. Chested down, and just not the final ball that you would hope for from an FC Tulsa standpoint. And Sanchez able to bring that one in fairly easily.
Referee wasn't quite ready. Just to keep going with the San Antonio season, okay, it's not how you start, although what a great start it was. And then, you know, they didn't win a game in August, and then they've really come back and been in good form in recent weeks. There's a low ball from Travion Souza. Last 3 results at Loudoun, they won by 5 goals to 2. They beat Orange County at home by 3 goals to 1, and a 0-0 with Birmingham Legion. Did go down in the last game, 1-0 at Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but it's how you finish now with these few games to go and get yourself in the playoff spot. So still a long way to go. Batista stands right by the post with Swahi. Here's the long throw into the box. There's a good header away by Salim. Back in from Souza again. Headed away by Swahi, and then there was a foul, and it would be another free kick for FC Tulsa here, who won't mind the game being broken up like this, Hannah.
No, especially at this point, wanting to just break up the rhythm from San Antonio FC. They've controlled most of the possession But now at this point, obviously FC Tulsa still would love to find that next goal, but just knocking San Antonio FC out of the rhythm, breaking up play, slowing things down, all part of just that second half and them maintaining this lead.
Coley with the free kick into the danger area, flicked on by Calera, but it's going to be over the top, as we can tell you that Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. San Antonio in possession. Celine into the midfield. Now Coley's pulled down Hernandez. Neville. Celine into the midfield. Hernandez again gets away from Coley, drives it over the top. Back goes Souza. Tyler Derrick can only hurriedly clear. Sorio finds Neville. Neville into the box. Out comes Tyler Derrick and catches. And again, he's had a very fine game. That's the man in pink socks and pink shirt tonight. Sawahi heads away. Lucas Storfer. Out comes the goalkeeper, read that very, very well. Danger averted. This Sawahi, who made 31 appearances, scoring 4 goals for FC Tulsa. Who can forget his brace in New Mexico in the 3-3 draw last year? Made the move 8 hours south to San Antonio. I was reading that Sawahi at the age of 13 actually moved to Le Havre in France to go to AC's Academy, Le Havre AC's Academy. Obviously a good player, and then came over to the USA and has done really well for several teams here. Trevion Souza exchanging passes with Batista, who now brings in Ian Carlos. Storfer, who again has not put a foot wrong. That's a wonderful ball from Coley to Weber. Weber round one. Weber into the area. Will lay it back to DeLu. DeLu gets tackled. Luke Spencer will act as ball boy for Lucas Storfer. Calera trying to get away from the shackles of Salim, who picks him up sportingly. Good battle that one, both having a little smile there. Salim enjoying the banter with the crowd. Katrina Freshmack's corner, Jamie Weber. Important phase of the game here, Anna. If FC Tulsa get the second one here, it changes the complexion, but don't count San Antonio out. In this game, it's just a 0-0.
San Antonio FC needing to defend properly here, but you're right. I mean, they've created chances, but Sanchez needing to organize his defense properly here.
Weber's ball into the box. Flicked away by Grave. Throw-in will be Souza's here, and we know what he can do with this throw. Everybody going around the goalkeeper. There is the number 3. Who's he looking for here? launches it into the box, and there was an important clearance away. And then there was a foul. Grave goes down with Diallo. Diallo got the worst of that, I think. Grave, now I know, has been in a battle tonight, and now FC Tulsa have got another player down, out of shot there, and it's Taylor Carrera. He's being picked up by Salim and Sanchez. It's all happening here. I've had a few texts from people in the crowd, Anna, who knowledgeable crowd here, that they know that Sacramento have lost the game tonight, so they know how important this is for FC Tulsa. We'll just have a look at what happened here. His Grave gets there first, and then Diallo comes in with the challenge, and I don't know if he twisted his knee or his ankle there. He's being worked on again by Destiny La Laguna, but you know, the crowd, they know how important this is, and obviously San Antonio, you know, they need a result here tonight as well. New Mexico going into second place. I mean, it's still up for grabs, isn't it?
It is, and FC Tulsa fans have absolutely been watching closely throughout the season, the historic season for their franchise, but not done yet. In San Antonio FC, we've seen they've had a good response after going down the goal early in this game, trying to chip away and find that equalizer, but FC Tulsa is trying to break up play, slow the game down, and continue to manage, but a lot can happen. We've seen a few yellow cards, we've seen some big-time saves, we've seen shots off the crossbar, so really in a split second, anything can change here, and really at this point in the season as well, Dave, I mean, player management, we've seen multiple players go down in this game, whether it's off the ball, non-contact, or it's been competitive, so we've seen a little bit of everything here, so important from all aspects. Both of these head coaches, very experienced. You see head coach Luke Spencer here, maybe thinking about a couple of substitutes to keep things fresh for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, Lukic and Sinclair, I think, will be coming on. El Paso have beaten Lexington by 2-1 in Lexington, so they are on 40 points now with 2 games to go in 4th place. San Antonio will need something from tonight's game. Phoenix in 6th with their impressive 2-0 win at North Carolina last night. They've got 2 games to go. They're on 36. Lexington in 7th on 35. And then Orange County, who are currently winning by 1-0, are holding that 8th spot with Colorado Springs Switchbacks. The game there has been interrupted. They are losing 1-0 at Charleston. A couple of players to come on then. Harvey Sinclair and Stefan Lukic for FC Tulsa. And Boubacar Diallo limps away. That's a slight concern. And also Ian Carlos, who's performed very, very well. I think that means that Souza will go to centre-back. But 2 injuries for FC Tulsa. Not the best timing for those, of course.
No, I mean, all teams around the USL Championship trying to manage players, but both of these teams looking at the postseason, especially whether San Antonio FC clinches a home playoff game or not. So both teams trying to kind of manage minutes, manage players' bodies. You never like to see injuries, especially at this point in the season, something that coaches have to be aware of and help manage.
Such is the versatility of Travian Souza. He's now playing alongside Lamar Batista at centre-back roles. Harvey Sinclair has gone to right-back. Lucas Storfer has moved from right-back to left-back. Free kick for San Antonio. Referee blows the whistle. And we await the free kick from Harvey Neville or Jorge Hernandez. Now it will just be Hernandez here. Low ball driven, glancing header, hit the defender. Salim is there, gets it back out to Hernandez. It will be a throw-in to San Antonio. Good pressure from the away side here, who trail by a goal to nil. Taylor Carrera's 13th of the season in the 8th minute. Actually accompanied here on ESPN Plus and here locally in Tulsa on My 41. FC Tulsa looking for that 9th home win of the season. And more importantly, 3 points to take them to within touching distance of winning the Western Conference. Coley with the challenge in the midfield. Coley has taken on the captain's armband.
We've talked about FC Tulsa wanting to, break up play, slow things down, but also needing to be intentional and mindful of those fouls close enough to where it could be a dangerous opportunity, because San Antonio FC have the caliber of players to deliver a good ball in that can be really dangerous. So needing to be thoughtful about those moments, and a great chance here.
There's the ball into the box again, to the far post, headed down, and there's an almighty scramble, and somehow FC Tulsa get away with it. Then there's a push and an appeal, and then headed away by Batista. It was a really well worked free kick to the back stick from Hernandez. Is on the ball again now, headed back across goal. There's an almighty scramble, and somehow it stays at 1-0. And that's another good ball, and then an overhead kick. Would have been a spectacular goal of the season, that one, if that had gone in from Salim.
And again, we were just talking, needing to be mindful from a defensive perspective for FC Tulsa, because when you have players that can play balls like this in to that far post, great job to head that ball back across the face of goal. And FC Tulsa trying to throw anyone in front of these opportunities and not have a clear-cut chance here. I think Batista with the final header that relieved some of that pressure.
Harvey Sinclair back there defending as well. Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM 157 and the new Sirius XM app. 1-0, here's the man who scored the goal. Taylor Carrera commits the foul. And now has a little tete-a-tete with Alexis Sawahi. Salim. See? Goes back to Richard Sanchez. Ball into the box, but it's going to go away for a goal kick, says Mr. Griggs, the referee. We're going to see a substitution in a moment for San Antonio. Tyler Derrick with the goal kick. Well, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. And there'll be a scramble for tickets here for the home playoff game, which FC Tulsa are assured of. But there's work to do here as San Antonio on the attack again. Given away. El Medkar, clever from him. Taylor Carrera pulls left. El Medkar's got Lukic right. Here's Calera. Lukic still waits right. Calera, round one, runs into trouble. Still has the ball. Loses it, wins it. Sawahi comes away. Neville up the right-hand side. Arkinson. Crowd wanted handball. El Medkar pushes it out of play.
Great work in transition from FC Tulsa, but Carrera just not able to complete that final pass. Had Lukic on the far side, and San Antonio FC trying to regain themselves going forward. Look at the substitution here, shuffling of some players in the second half to bring some new energy.
Yeah, Osorio leaves the field, and on comes Nicky Hernandez. Second stint with San Antonio after winning the USL Championship title with them in 2022. Also play for New Mexico and North Texas Soccer Club as well. Here's the goalkeeper. Good turn from Maldonado. Crowd singing away here at One Oak Field as Sawahi plays a ball forward. Coley's scrapping away in there. Batista gets a foot in. FC Tulsa under some pressure here. San Antonio on the attack again. Good ball into the box, headed away by Storfer. Sawahi. Wide to Neville. Neville, left-footed ball into the box. Doesn't matter which foot you give Neville, he'll drive a good ball into the box. Salim. Jorge Hernandez again. That's an intelligent ball into the box. He's a very fine player, is the man who got the September Player of the Month. He can do lots of different things, and that was a driven ball, a very good ball into the box.
We've seen him strike from distance in this game, hit the crossbar. He's done a nice job setting up plays, creating chances. It'll be a player like him that might be the difference maker for San Antonio FC late on as they continue to search for an equalizer here.
Katrina Freshmack's corner. Jorge Hernandez again into the box to the back stick. Here's Neville under pressure from Alex DeLu. Look where the goalkeeper is, right up on the halfway line. Richard Sanchez. There's an offside. We haven't seen many offsides in the game, and that is one offside there. Sawahi just overstepping the line. Well, Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. 69th minute here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa leading by a 0-0. That goal way back in the 8th minute. Taylor Carrera's 13th of the season, pushing him up the Golden Boot ladder. Headed on by Medcar. Trevian Souza, brave header. Jamie Webber wants to throw. Referee said it came off Webber. Harvey Neville, driven ball. Brought down by Linares, and Harvey Sinclair did really well. Sinclair clears. One back though by San Antonio, who are probing here. Grave into the box, pulled back, comes off Coley. And now Lukic will scoop it forward again, given away. Good play from San Antonio, who trail by 0-0. Again, driven ball in. Derek makes the save. And again, there's an almighty scramble. Well, what have San Antonio got to do to score? Wonderful response, Anna, from San Antonio, who just keep pressing and pressing.
Especially in the second half, the delivery and distribution from San Antonio FC has been extremely dangerous. Diagonal balls from the wing into the 18-yard box. We'll get another look here, but this, Derek able to initially get the hand on it. FC Tulsa defenders kind of swarming, trying to keep the ball out of the back of the net, but San Antonio FC, they've had the majority of possession in the second half. They've had a few really good chances, just needing to be clinical in front of goal.
Now here's a chance for Harvey Sinclair, and I say that, and he gets it all wrong, and it goes out for a goal kick. And FC Tulsa need to put their foot on the football a little bit. Nicky Hernandez, I think, has made a good change for San Antonio. Now they've pushed Harkinson and Grave right up front with Linares on the left. It's certainly a front three now. Harvey Neville again targets a great header forward. Neville continues his run. Here's Jorge Hernandez, finds Neville. Danger here, hits the defender. Out comes Tyler Derrick again, dives on the football. And it remains 1-0.
See Derrick trying to command this defense and tighten things up, but Dave Neville on the wing has been really influential these last few minutes. Distribution, long diagonal balls, but also trying to get into the attack as well.
Helmeka heads it on, Sawahi heads it into the ground. Storfer could try and switch the play and does. Wonderful ball, looking for Lukic, but that's a good header from Medranda. And quickly, Harkinson has the ball from his goalkeeper Sanchez. Drives down the field. Neville outside him. Harkinson doesn't need him. He goes into the area. There's a good header away from Lamar Batista. And Lukic can slow things down here with Coley. Coley with Hernandez. Infield to Lukic. Neat ball from Lukic to Harvey Sinclair. Back to Tyler Derrick. Under pressure from Grave. Lukic. Well, the USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports, Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to uslchampionship.com or uslleague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Just over 17 minutes left of normal time in this encounter here in the USL Championship between number 1 spot FC Tulsa and San Antonio, looking for an equalizer here, looking to get into that top 4. There's a good ball, headed back across goal, and how's that not gone in? Tyler Derrick was beaten. The header back across goal from Harkinson is just wide, and that is a really good angled header and a wonderful cross here from Linares.
Excellent ball in. Hawkinson has to put that one in the back of the net, and that tells a little bit of a story in the second half of how San Antonio FC has been. They've done a really good job creating chances. The delivery from the wing into the box has been there, but that final piece, that final shot has just been lacking.
Calera goes down, no foul, comes off Calera. It's going to be in fact the referee said it's a corner. And Salim there leaving the ball, could have easily kept it in, and he's given up a corner here. Calera thought he was fouled. I wonder who got the last touch there. Referee was right there and says it will be a Katrina Freshmax corner for FC Tulsa.
Uncharacteristic defending there, but FC Tulsa with a key opportunity again on the other end after what could have been the equalizer from Hawkinson. Now FC Tulsa with a chance here.
Coley with the corner. Goes short. Weber, good ball into the box to the far post, headed down and in! Lamar Batista! He doesn't score many, but that may be the most important goal he scores this season. It was a delightful assist from Jamie Weber. Batista at the far post, rose the highest, nods it in. FC Tulsa 2, San Antonio 0.
Electric here from FC Tulsa. Great ball in from Weber. And Batista just times the jump, towers up over the tall frame, able to put that ball in the back of the net. Well-timed run. Extends the lead here for FC Tulsa to 2.
Lamar Batista's second goal of the season. Coley rolls it to Weber. What about that for an assist?
Curling away from the goalkeeper, allowing Batista to close in and converge and finish the run with a goal. He's been key for FC Tulsa from a defensive perspective, but now making an impact, scoring the second of the night for the home team.
The course-law yellow card for Lukic. The Coley-Jorge Hernandez pushing match continues. New Mexico 2, Orange County SC 2. Harvey Neville, Jorge Hernandez. Take your pick. Well, FC Tulsa were under a lot of pressure. And you might look back at the Harkinson header and a few other goalmouth scrambles, and then it can change so quickly. Now they have a little bit of daylight between the two teams. Here's Neville's delivery into the box, headed away by El Medkar. Ball into the box again, headed by Sawahi, back across goal. And there's a foul. And it will be a free kick for FC Tulsa. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Head tennis going on in the middle of the park. A double substitution. Dmitry Yenofeyev came on, as did Shannon Gomez. And now I think that's Coley down there. And we're in the 79th minute. Certainly making way was Linares. Coley again will be checked for the second time. So currently FC Tulsa sitting on top of the pile with 53 points. 9 points ahead of both New Mexico and Sacramento Republic. Sacramento still have 3 games to play, so the most they could get is 53. So FC Tulsa would have to lose both of their remaining games. New Mexico's goal difference is just +3. FC Tulsa's at the moment is +17. Free kick. Coley is allowed back onto the field. Lukic heads back towards the 18-yard line, volleyed away. And a throw into FC Tulsa right on halfway. Harvey Sinclair waits, and Jorge Hernandez wanted to boot the ball at him and tell him to get on with it a little bit quicker. Sinclair's throw up the right-hand side, headed back in field to Weber. Weber immediately tries to find El Medkar, but just overhit that one. Still a long way to go in this one, Anna. Still, 9 minutes of regular time plus the board. San Antonio knocking on the door. If they were to get a goal quickly, it's still game on, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, you'll see them just continue to kind of raise that sense of urgency going forward and take some more risks. We've seen how quickly things can change in these games, and they've been so close throughout this second half. Chances will likely continue to come the way they've been playing, but FC Tulsa here on the break.
Lukic was taken out off the ball, but here's El Mekar. Good ball through to Lukic, just couldn't get the ball from under his feet. And now San Antonio in possession again, slipping it down that left-hand side. There's the ball out to the left-hand side, into the danger area, headed away. Duluth, familiar head down run, and then a push by Hernandez. Free kick, and again I say FC Tulsa won't mind the game being broken up like this.
No, San Antonio FC needing to just kind of stay composed in those moments. The frustration starts to build at this point in the game, but they've continued to create chances, because you're right, FC Tulsa definitely will not mind breaking up play, slowing things down at this point, now just shaving off any extra seconds where they can. Obviously a lot can change in 8 minutes or so plus stoppage time, but now FC Tulsa bringing in a couple players here, try to help see this game through.
Yeah, Trevor Amin will come on up front for Taylor Carrera. Owen Darm hasn't started the last 2 games. He will come on as well for Khalil El Medkar. So Darm will probably play a slightly more offensive role. Well, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. There's Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair, good play from him, scoops it forward, clever ball from Sinclair, looking for Trevor Amin, and then out comes the goalkeeper and collects that one. An urgency now, rolls the ball out to Alexis Sawahi. Gomez was involved. Sawahi waits out wide on the right, didn't get it, went out to Hernandez, who drives the ball into the centre of the field. Dulu lost it, got it back again, and now Owen Darm driving down the centre of the field. Lukic is out wide, and Darm gets tripped, and that will be a Lacoste Law yellow card for a man who's just come onto the field, and that's Shannon Gomez.
Thoughtful run from Owen Darm as he's breaking out of the back with pace. FC Tulsa with numbers, cut slightly in front of Gomez, forcing a little bit of contact there, stopping a promising attack, resulting in that yellow card. And FC Tulsa now not sending as many players forward, but wanting to keep possession here.
Now ball is loose here with Delu, who tries to scoop it to the right-hand side. So we tell you that late on in the first half, it's now New Mexico 2, Orange County 3. Because Orange County move up to 8th place now, and it means Sacramento, who've lost tonight, go back to 2nd in the live standings. It can all change so quickly. Remember, in the playoffs, the first place team plays the 8th place team. 2v7. There's a ball over the top. Tyler Derrick will dive on that one. 3v6 and 4v5. He's had a good game tonight, helping FC Tulsa in the race to the playoffs. Sponsored by Terminix. Wahi. Gomez. Nicky Hernandez, good drop of the shoulder. And the ball worked out wide to the right-hand side. Curled shot, and again, Tyler Derrick right behind it. San Antonio looking to make a substitution very late on here. Tyler Derrick clears. 87th minute. Trevor Amin with the foul. Amin was brought in from Sacramento Republic. So we are going to see that substitution now, and Harkinson will leave the field. Along comes the number 45, Eurichia. All stayed in, says the assistant. Sanchez, the goalkeeper. Long ball to the left-hand side. Harvey Sinclair steps in, steals it away. Out comes the goalkeeper again. He's a mile out of his area. Long ball forward. Batista gets the header. Lukic heads it infield to Coley. Coley trying to share a 1-2 with DeLu. Again, drop of the shoulder from Jorge Hernandez. Is an outstanding player. There's a ball to the far post and a good header away from Lucas Storfer. FC Tulsa standing firm, Anna, but credit this San Antonio side. They've not given this one up.
No, they haven't. Trying to get one back here. And
again, headed away. DeLu gets a header in. DeLu gets another header in. Felt he should have had the foul. Sawahi's up there, dumps it into the box, headed away again by Storfer. No foul, and then the referee will give a lacrosse law yellow card for the handball. And that will go for the number 55, and that's Dmitry Yenofeyev. Mr. Griggs has been busy tonight.
he has. I mean, this has been a competitive match. I mean, we've seen individual battles, a few injuries, unfortunately. We know what's at stake with the playoff implications. I'd imagine both teams, the way they're playing, fight to the final second.
Here's Lucas Storfer. Oh, that's a good ball to Lukic. Lukic's first touch wasn't good enough. And now the ball played down that left-hand side. We're into 6 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time. And now there is another lacrosse law yellow card, I think, for Giordano Coley. Free kick then for San Antonio. It's going to be taken by who else? Jorge Hernandez. And pretty much everyone apart from Shannon Gomez going forward towards that 18-yard line. Now a goal here sets us up for a grandstand finish. FC Tulsa, from their point of view, want to see this one out and not give a glimmer of hope here for San Antonio. They've worked that one very well into the area. Back to Hernandez. He scoops it into the far post. There's a header away by Souza. And then Owen Dahm commits the foul. And again, a chance for San Antonio to get that ball into the box. Good work from Grave there.
This is where Owen Dahm maybe doesn't need to give away that foul there, especially at this point in the game. Now a great chance for San Antonio FC to dump a ball into the box. If that first ball doesn't make it on frame and challenge Derek, the second one can be equally as dangerous, so have to be mindful, track your runners here.
Jorge Hernandez drives it into the box. There's a header away by Batista, scorer of the second goal. Back to the far post it goes. Again, there's a header out from FC Tulsa. Good play into the box. Driven shot, hits the legs of the defender. Coley will get it out to Dahm. Back to Coley. Back to Dahm. Good play from those two. Coley's continued his run. Waits. Header away only as far as Weber. DeLu, FC Tulsa can slow things down and have some possession here as we're playing the 3rd minute of the 6th Tulsa Tech stoppage time. DeLu, Coley in space. Harvey Sinclair up from the back. Lukic waits. Coley's given that one away. Forward they come again. Is there a goal late on? Souza away. Throwing on halfway. Sawahi throws it to his goalkeeper. Sawahi again. He's got to go forward, surely. Just less than 3 minutes to go. Weber's back there. He's done a lot of the blue-collar work as Jamie Weber tonight. Amin goes down fairly, says the referee. Gomez touches the ball off. Everybody back for FC Tulsa apart from Trevor Amin. Here's the ball to the far stick. Harvey Sinclair away. It's going to be a Katrina Freshmax corner, and FC Tulsa need to defend this one really well, Anna. Corner's taken quickly. If you're a San Antonio fan, you want a goal right here. Ball bobbles around. Again, it hits the defender, DeLu. 2 players go down. Shot! And again, it hits the defenders, and the referee wants the athletic trainer on again because there are players lying on the floor, and they want urgency here, DeLu. There is a player down. Lukic is down, and Tyler Derrick was just protecting his player as well. It's all happening here, Anna.
Yeah, never good to see after a head injury. Referee stopping play to make sure these players get tended to. But what a flurry of events in these last couple of minutes. The pressure applied from San Antonio FC and FC Tulsa just trying to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Breakup play, there have been a few kind of set piece free kick opportunities. They've defended properly, but San Antonio FC just throwing everything at it here these last couple of minutes. I think we'll get another look at that last sequence to see exactly what happened. Ball pops up, players jostling for space, and then FC Tulsa players run into each other. I think Lamar, Batista, and Lukic. Batista up now, which is good to see. Lukic still down, being tended to.
Yeah, they clashed heads there. JC Griggs, the referee, in conversation. There's the crowd who's stuck with it. Got the masks on there. They've waited a long time for the home playoff game, and they will see one here at One Oak Field. Kids are loving it. We've got a lot of the youth teams in tonight here at One Oak Field. Always good to see them enjoying themselves, Anna.
Absolutely. Seen a lot tonight to cheer about. 2 goals. Carrera, Batista. It's always been a lively section of the stadium, getting in the spirit for Halloween. It's been a fun-filled evening. Food trucks, as we mentioned, a hot dog eating contest at halftime ahead of Oktoberfest in Tulsa. And Luke Spencer just staying laser focused, but also hoping to make sure Batista and Lukic were okay after that last collision there.
In the Eastern Conference, Lou City left it till the 88th minute to beat Miami by 1-0. Brian Ownby with the goal there. And they are now on 69 points, Lou City. Charleston still playing in their interrupted game on 55 in second place. And then you have to go to Hartford Athletic in third on 44 points. FC Tulsa and San Antonio battling out the last few minutes here. If it stays like this, FC Tulsa will finish 9 points clear in first spot. San Antonio will finish the night in 5th. Is there a surprise in store here, as we still probably have 2 or 3 minutes left? Storfer waits. Another unsung hero performance from Lucas Storfer at both right back and left back. Ball bashed up towards the front line, headed away by Salim. Batista, scorer of that second goal. Good play from Batista. What about this from a centre-back? Feeds it to Deleu. Deleu now to Owen Darm. Owen Darm can hit them, but he doesn't get the angle right there, and it finishes up for a goal kick for Richard Sanchez. Crowd sensing it now. They'll have one more home game here 2 weeks tonight. After the trip to El Paso next Saturday, they'll be playing Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and that could be an important game for Colorado Springs Switchbacks, who will be fighting to get in the playoffs. San Antonio late on here, looking for a goal. It's going to go away for another Katrina Freshmax corner. We're in stoppage time, as you can see. If San Antonio were to score here, would there be time for them to get a second? Hernandez again holds that right arm aloft. Everybody in and around the penalty spot. Here's the delivery, right in the thick of things, headed away. Ball back into the box. This time volleyed away, and the referee brings proceedings to an end. It's been hard fought, but FC Tulsa are nearly there. It's only mathematically now on goal difference, and they've won this one, Anna, with a goal in each half by 2-0.
This was a gritty performance from FC Tulsa. I mean, San Antonio FC came into a tough environment, a lot at stake, as we mentioned, just with playoff implications, fighting for those home playoff spots. And there were a few moments in this game where San Antonio FC hit the crossbar. They developed some really good chances going forward, but just were never able to complete the play and find the back of the net. FC Tulsa's defense held strong. Derek made a few key saves. And FC Tulsa, Carrera gets back on the score sheet. Batista with a big-time goal, and Luke Spencer has to be pleased with this performance.
Luke Spencer shaking hands with the San Antonio players who've really put in a shift tonight. They're still in the playoff race. They will finish the night in 5th on 37 points. Let's have a look, Anna, at the stats of the game just to see how this one panned out. We know there were a lot of fouls. There were 9 yellow cards. Mr. Griggs, the referee, very busy. Possession went in favour of San Antonio, but alas, it's FC Tulsa who come out with a 2-goal win.
And defensively for FC Tulsa, they stayed organized. Derek was a key component there, some big-time saves, because you see the corner kick opportunities. San Antonio FC with 6. They had 19 total shots, so they were definitely applying pressure to this FC Tulsa defense, especially after going down that goal early. In the first half, they found a rhythm, but they weren't able to ride that wave and get a goal to show for it. And then in the second half, FC Tulsa really extended and kind of deflated that San Antonio FC team in the second half, able to see the game through.
Let's have a look now at the highlights of the game. FC Tulsa, as I said, a goal early and a goal late.
Yeah, as we open this up, I mean, El Medcar doing a great job to find Coley. This was a well-worked team goal. Carrera able to find the back of the net for the 13th time this season, but this is when FC Tulsa has been really dangerous. Back to front very quickly, collectively working together, releasing those passes quickly. And then San Antonio FC, this was a key moment. Great ball in diagonally, and then the header back across the face of goal, and FC Tulsa just finding a way to keep that ball out of the back of the net. Defensively, they held strong. Batista had a great game. Derek made a couple of saves. Then Batista on the other end. Great ball in from Weber here, curling away from the goalkeeper Sanchez, allowing Batista and his tall frame to get on the end of that back post run in the back of the net and seal the deal for FC Tulsa. An outstanding game for him, but really collectively for this FC Tulsa team, great performance here at home.
I think it's what you call a gritty performance, isn't it, for FC Tulsa tonight. We'll take one final break. We'll hope to speak to Luke Spencer, the coach of FC Tulsa, after this. It's finished FC Tulsa 2, San Antonio FC 0.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford.
And we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Well, welcome back in for the last time here to One Oak Field. FC Tulsa have their 9th home win of the season in the USL Championship. They will finish the night, of course, on top of the league, and we're delighted to say now we're joined by the head coach, Luke Spencer. Luke, congratulations. Is that what you call a gritty win?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought from the start of the game, it wasn't how you draw it up, but the guys dug in. They were committed, and they defended the box well in moments. But I thought we also created some moments that we didn't take advantage of in front of goal. But to come out on not our best night and still win 2-0, scored some good goals, a set piece goal, and then a good goal for our first goal in the first half. I thought, that's the sign of a good team when you don't really play as well as you would like, but you're still able to come out on top.
Coach, obviously a couple of big moments in this game, but Tyler Derrick, bringing him in, just kind of the veteran nature that he has, his leadership. Talk about what he's done for this team. He had some big-time saves tonight. Yeah, absolutely, and I'm happy for him because he's come right in, thrust into it after a lot of time off, and he's been phenomenal. Not only as a player, but as a person, his leadership that he brings to the locker room is excellent. And then he had some really important moments for us tonight. So glad that he's here and glad that he's playing well.
Luke, you're so nearly there now. We make it that there's a 9-point gap and it could happen on goal difference, but you could seal the deal. And you've said to me during the week, home playoff game, yes, but you really want to finish top spot, and you're so nearly there now, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I heard it coming off the field that guys are saying that we're not done. We want more, and that's the truth. So we do want the top spot. We were just focused on this game tonight. I don't know the results from other teams, but it was most important to get the result tonight.
Yeah, and you finish up, obviously going long trip to El Paso, and then it's nice to come home and finish the regular season here again in 2 weeks' time. You want the fans back again, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And we felt the energy, we felt the excitement. It pushed us through. We had some tired legs there at the end, but I thought the fans gave us that final spark that we needed.
Wonderful. Luke, thanks as always for joining us live on the program. Congratulations. Have a good week with the guys, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time here at One Oak Field.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Luke Spencer there, who must be absolutely delighted. And as I said, he didn't know the other results, which I think is the professional man that he is. He just wanted to get the job done. It was gritty. He said it wasn't their best, but they've done it tonight.
And this FC Tulsa team throughout the season, that's what he has built here. The way that if they don't play their best but still able to get it done, as we get a look at the upcoming schedule for FC Tulsa, October 18th at El Paso Locomotive FC, who is continuing to fight for that home playoff spot as well, versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, who they lost to last time out. And then here we go. This is what you play for. All of these players trying to put themselves in a best position for the playoffs.
Yeah, certainly are, and they will go to El Paso, as you said, and then bring it home here 2 weeks tonight. Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Those two teams definitely in the thick of the playoffs, and Colorado Springs Switchbacks will maybe have to come here and get 3 points to secure their place. Not sure if we've got the schedule for San Antonio. We've already talked about this, Anna, and you look at Orange County again fighting for a place at Phoenix, and then they have that home El Paso Locomotive. That's going to be some night in San Antonio, isn't it?
Derby Tejas, this is a way to close the curtain on the regular season against El Paso Locomotive. And again, just the movement, the shuffling, there's still so many points left to be taken as all of these teams are vying for those playoff spots and potential home games. So really exciting to see how the regular season ends.
Anna Bergel, thank you so much, as always, for your company expertise here in the commentary position. The fans, they don't want to leave. They're getting autographs with the players down on the field. FC Tulsa have won this with a goal in each half. There's the first one from Calera. And the beautiful ball through. Calera gets his 13th of the season. Thanks to Blake and the team here, provide the sights and sounds. We'll see you all again in 2 weeks. FC Tulsa will finish the night top of the league. We'll see you next time. FC Tulsa 2, San Antonio 0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.